Have you ever felt like there's a divine thread woven through the tapestry of your life, guiding you, protecting you, and shaping your path? Maybe you've encountered moments where doors opened unexpectedly, or you've triumphed through challenges that seemed insurmountable. These aren't mere coincidences. They may be clear indications that you are marked by God, set apart for a purpose far beyond human understanding. Today, we're uncovering 8 undeniable signs that reveal God's hand on your life, signs that affirm you are one of His chosen. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever experienced a moment so profound that it could only be God at work? If so, comment 999 below and share your testimony. Your story could inspire someone else to see God's presence in their own life. And to our cherished supporters who have given through super thanks, thank you. Your kindness not only uplifts this mission, but also spreads God's light to hearts in need. Now imagine this. What if every twist and turn in your life, every triumph and trial, was intricately designed by God to lead you toward a divine calling? Could it be that the very obstacles you've faced were actually preparing you for something extraordinary? Stay with us as we explore these signs and discover how they confirm what you've always felt, that God has chosen you for an incredible destiny. Let's begin. God's chosen ones. 8 clear signs that show you are marked by God. If you've ever felt like you don't belong, that may be a sign you've been marked by God. Have you ever experienced that overwhelming feeling of being out of place? Like no matter where you go or who you're with, something deep inside you tells you that you don't quite fit in. This sense of not belonging is one of the clearest signs that you may have been marked by God. It's a feeling that often arises unexpectedly, and for many chosen ones, it's something that has lingered since childhood, gradually growing stronger with age. From an early age, chosen ones often feel as though they're different from those around them. It's not that they are incapable of forming friendships or don't have people who care about them. It's more that there is an intangible disconnect. Chosen ones might find it difficult to connect with their peers on a deeper, more meaningful level. There is often a noticeable gap between their inner world and the world around them. Have you ever felt like your thoughts and interests simply don't align with those of your friends or classmates? Perhaps as a child, you found yourself drawn to topics that felt far beyond your years, contemplating life's mysteries when others were simply concerned with day-to-day concerns. This unique way of thinking can make chosen ones feel as though they are walking a solitary path, even in the company of others. This feeling of being different doesn't just fade with time. In fact, it often intensifies as chosen ones grow older. They might struggle to find their place in conventional social circles, as if the normal world just doesn't quite resonate with them. This isn't because they are antisocial or lack social skills, far from it. Chosen ones may actually be very charismatic and have many acquaintances, but their deeper understanding of life and unique perspectives set them apart, making it harder for them to form the deep, meaningful connections that others seem to easily establish. The Bible provides several examples of individuals who experienced this sense of isolation, yet were chosen for great purposes. Take the prophet Elijah, for example. Elijah felt completely alone in his calling, even crying out to God, "I am the only one left," 1 Kings 19:10. But even in his solitude, God had marked him for an extraordinary purpose. Elijah's story shows that sometimes God allows chosen ones to feel isolated or different to prepare them for something greater. These moments of feeling like an outsider are not signs of rejection. They are invitations to step into the destiny God has planned for you. For many chosen ones, this sense of detachment becomes more pronounced as they enter adulthood. They may feel misunderstood or out of place in social groups, even if they are surrounded by people. Do you ever feel like you're observing life rather than fully participating in it. Like you're looking in from the outside, trying to make sense of a world that doesn't quite match your inner reality. This can be a common experience for those who are marked by God. The truth is, God may be calling you to a unique mission that requires you to see the world differently than others. As they grow, chosen ones often find solace in solitude or in smaller, more intimate groups of like-minded individuals. These are the people who truly get them, who understand their deeper struggles and visions. Jesus himself, the ultimate chosen one, often withdrew to spend time in solitude, seeking communion with the Father. Luke 5:16. In the same way, chosen ones might find their strength in times of quiet reflection or in the company of a few trusted companions who share their values and understand their journey. Do you ever feel like you're too different from everyone else to truly fit in, yet you can't seem to abandon the sense that you were meant for something greater? That's because you were. Your sense of not belonging isn't a curse. It's a sign that you've been marked for a unique calling. This feeling of detachment may be the very thing that draws you closer to understanding your divine mission. If this resonates with you, stay with me, because the next signs of being marked by God are just as profound, and perhaps even more revealing. A deep and undeniable spiritual connection is one of the clearest signs that you've been marked by God. For those chosen for a higher purpose, this connection is not just an abstract belief, it is an integral, transformative part of daily life. Often this connection begins to manifest early on, as chosen ones feel an innate sense of being guided by a higher power. This isn't simply a passing thought or fleeting belief. It's a profound knowing, a feeling that God's presence is near, watching over and leading them toward their purpose. From a young age, those marked by God may experience a heightened sense of awareness, perceiving the world around them through a different lens. This awareness often includes a deep, intuitive knowing that directs them in their decisions and actions. For many chosen ones, this guidance manifests as a voice, perhaps an inner voice that leads them to make specific decisions or a profound sense of clarity in moments of uncertainty. The direction feels unmistakable and clear, offering comfort and assurance when life's journey seems uncertain. This spiritual connection is not confined to moments of deep reflection or prayer. It becomes an active force in shaping everyday life. Chosen ones often experience signs that are too profound to ignore, flashes of insight, a deep sense of peace in times of turmoil, or a sudden clarity in moments of indecision. These experiences are not random, they are divine communications, reinforcing the sense that a higher power is at work in their lives, guiding them toward their divine purpose. These transformative moments deepen their belief in God and affirm the unique role they are meant to fulfill in the world. The Bible offers many examples of individuals who experienced such profound spiritual connections, and their lives were forever altered by it. Consider the story of Samuel, who, as a young child, heard God's voice calling him in the night. Although he initially didn't recognize it, once he did, his life's mission became clear. Samuel's spiritual awakening marked the beginning of his service to God and his people, 1 Samuel 3:10. Similarly, those marked by God will often experience moments of divine clarity or guidance, propelling them toward their calling. These spiritual moments are not only significant but transformative. For chosen ones, they are often accompanied by a sense of deep peace or overwhelming love, moments where the barriers between the self and the divine seem to dissolve. In these moments, it's as though the individual is aligned with the very purpose they were created for, reinforcing their understanding of their role in God's plan. Such experiences strengthen the connection to the divine, reassuring chosen ones that they are on the right path. Jesus himself often withdrew to pray and connect with his Father, seeking spiritual guidance and renewal. Luke 6:12. This connection was vital to his mission, just as a strong spiritual connection is essential to the mission of the chosen ones today. These experiences provide a sense of validation, reminding those marked by God that they are never alone. The clarity, peace, and love they experience are signs that God is walking beside them, guiding them every step of the way. When such spiritual moments occur, they are not simply coincidental. They are signs of divine confirmation, inviting those marked by God to step more fully into their calling. If you felt an inner voice guiding you or experienced overwhelming moments of peace and clarity, these are not mere feelings. They are affirmations that you are being led by something greater, something sacred. God is preparing you for a unique purpose, one that is revealed through these transformative spiritual connections. This is one of the signs that people completely ignore. They may think that isolation is a fundamentally bad thing, but it's not. Isolation is often seen in a negative light, as something to be avoided at all costs. People often associate being alone with loneliness, despair, or a sense of rejection. However, for those who've been marked by God, isolation is not inherently bad. It is, in fact, one of the most important signs that they are being prepared for a higher purpose. This kind of isolation goes beyond physical solitude. It represents a deeper spiritual separation that allows for growth, healing, and transformation. When chosen ones experience isolation, it is not simply a matter of being alone. It is a time set apart, a period where they are intentionally removed from the distractions and noise of the world. This space of solitude is often necessary for introspection, an opportunity to turn inward and reflect deeply on life's meaning, purpose, and their place in God's plan. Have you ever found yourself in a season of isolation, feeling distant from the world around you, only to discover that this time allowed you to reconnect with your true self and gain profound insights? This process of introspection is crucial for understanding your spiritual path and the mission you were created to fulfill. The Bible provides numerous examples of individuals who were called into times of isolation for spiritual growth and preparation. Consider the story of Moses, who spent 40 years in the wilderness before he was called to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. During this time, Moses faced deep solitude, but it was in the wilderness that God molded him, preparing him for the monumental task ahead. Exodus 3:1-10. Similarly, Jesus himself spent 40 days in the desert, separated from the world, where he fasted and prayed before beginning his public ministry. Matthew 4:1-11. For Jesus, this period of isolation was essential for strengthening his spiritual resolve and preparing for the trials he would face. For those marked by God, isolation becomes a sacred space for healing. It allows individuals to step away from the chaos of the world and focus on their inner wounds. It is often during these times that the deepest emotional and spiritual healing occurs. Without the distractions of everyday life, chosen ones can confront past traumas, release negative patterns, and begin to heal from emotional scars. This process of healing is essential for spiritual growth. It clears away the old, making room for new positive energy, renewed strength, and a deeper connection to God's purpose. Do you ever feel like you've been in a season of withdrawal, where the world around you seems distant, yet there's an undeniable sense that this time is shaping you for something bigger? If so, this isolation could be part of your divine preparation. It is in these solitary moments that you are able to reconnect with your inner thoughts, feelings, and emotions in a way that is often impossible when surrounded by the noise of life. By embracing this period of solitude, you open the door for healing, clarity, and spiritual growth. Isolation also serves as a time for self-discovery. When you are removed from external influences, you have the space to hear God more clearly, to reflect on your true desires, and to align more fully with your divine purpose. As you reflect on your life, you may begin to notice patterns, struggles, and strengths that you had previously overlooked. This self-awareness is a vital step in stepping into your calling. You may find that, through this isolation, God is guiding you to confront fears or doubts that have been holding you back, allowing you to overcome them and move forward with renewed faith. Embracing isolation may feel uncomfortable or unsettling at times, but it is not a punishment, it is a divine invitation. Just as Jesus withdrew to pray and be strengthened, your time alone is an opportunity for you to grow closer to God and to be prepared for the mission ahead. In isolation, you are being shaped, healed, and refined for the greater purpose that awaits you. If you've experienced isolation, whether by choice or circumstance, remember that this is not a sign of abandonment. Rather, it is a clear sign that God is using this time to transform you. Through isolation, He is helping you release the old, heal the broken parts of your soul, and prepare you for the unique journey you are meant to walk. One of the most significant and unmistakable signs that you are chosen by God is the presence of a deep spiritual inclination from an early age. This innate spirituality often sets those marked by God apart from their peers, as they possess a unique awareness of and interest in the divine that others may not understand. Even as children, chosen ones are often drawn to spiritual matters in ways that seem beyond their years. It's not just a curiosity about religion, it's a profound sense of connection to something greater, something beyond the physical world. From a young age, these spiritually inclined individuals might display a natural curiosity about the mysteries of life, such as the purpose of their existence, the nature of a higher power, and the afterlife. Have you ever wondered why, even as a child, you felt an intense desire to understand life's deeper meaning? This quest for spiritual understanding often manifests in the way chosen ones engage with the world. They may ask questions that seem advanced for their age, pondering concepts like the existence of God, the soul, or the nature of good and evil. This spiritual curiosity may even lead them to explore religious or philosophical ideas beyond their immediate environment, even if their family does not actively practice any particular faith. The Bible tells us that children can possess a spiritual sensitivity and awareness that surpasses the understanding of adults. Jesus himself affirmed the purity of children's faith, saying, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." Matthew 19:14. Jesus recognized that children often possess a spiritual openness that adults may lose over time. For those marked by God, this spiritual openness is often evident from an early age, as they feel an undeniable connection to God's presence in their lives. For many chosen ones, this early spirituality becomes a guiding force throughout their lives. From childhood, they may feel a profound connection to God, sensing His presence even when they may not fully understand it. This connection can be particularly strong during times of hardship, as children marked by God often find solace in prayer, meditation, or simply in the quiet presence of the divine. Have you ever experienced moments in your childhood where you felt a comfort or peace that couldn't be explained by anything around you? This inner peace, often found in prayer or silent reflection, can provide a foundation of strength that serves them throughout their lives. Children with a spiritual inclination may also find themselves naturally drawn to spiritual practices such as reading religious texts, attending church services, or engaging in prayer. Even in the absence of active religious practice in their home, they might feel a strong pull toward these activities. Do you remember as a child feeling drawn to a place of worship or to reading about the lives of saints, prophets, or other spiritual figures? This inclination to explore the divine, even in the absence of explicit instruction, is a clear sign of being marked by God. It suggests that from a young age, chosen ones are being prepared for a deeper spiritual purpose that will unfold in their lives. This early connection to the divine also means that those marked by God often experience a heightened sense of comfort and guidance during difficult or challenging times, just as God spoke to the child Samuel, calling him to a life of service and spiritual leadership, 1 Samuel 3:10. Those chosen by God often feel a sense of divine comfort and direction, even in their youth. This connection provides chosen ones with a strength that helps them navigate life's challenges, knowing that they are never truly alone. In many ways, the early spiritual inclinations of the chosen ones serve as a form of preparation for the mission they are destined to fulfill. These early experiences of connection to the divine are not just random. They are deliberate moments where God is drawing them closer, equipping them for the purpose they were created for. As they grow older, the sense of divine guidance and purpose only deepens, and their connection to God becomes a central aspect of their identity and mission. If you have ever felt a strong spiritual draw from a young age, whether through an innate curiosity, a desire to seek understanding, or a deep sense of connection to a higher power, you may be recognizing the early signs of being marked by God. These signs, though subtle at first, are God's way of guiding you toward a higher calling, preparing you for the unique role you are meant to play in His divine plan. One of the most profound and telling signs that you are chosen by God is a deep, almost instinctive empathy for others. This heightened ability to understand and share the feelings of others sets chosen ones apart, as they experience emotions in a way that goes beyond mere sympathy. While sympathy involves feeling sorry for someone's situation, empathy allows individuals to genuinely feel what another person is going through, whether that is joy, sadness, pain, or excitement. This intense emotional resonance makes chosen ones not only compassionate, but also incredibly in tune with the emotional states of those around them. Chosen ones often possess an innate ability to connect with the emotional energy of others. This ability isn't just a superficial understanding, it's as though they can feel the essence of another person's experience. This sensitivity to others' emotions can lead to deep compassion and an overwhelming desire to help, comfort, and support. Have you ever found yourself deeply moved by someone else's struggles, feeling their pain as though it were your own? This deep empathy compels chosen ones to step into the emotional space of others, providing comfort and solace where needed. Such empathy often makes chosen ones the people others naturally turn to in times of need. Because they have the capacity to truly understand and feel what others are going through, they can offer an emotional refuge for those who are hurting. Their ability to listen without judgment, to provide a safe space for others to express their feelings, makes them invaluable friends, partners, and family members. The Bible teaches us the importance of bearing one another's burdens. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6:2. For those chosen by God, this is not a mere command, it's a natural inclination. They find joy and fulfillment in supporting others through their emotional journeys. The deep empathy of chosen ones also influences their relationships in unique ways. Because they are able to connect on such a profound emotional level, their relationships are not shallow or superficial. Instead, they form bonds that are grounded in genuine understanding and care. These relationships are often marked by a sense of mutual respect, vulnerability, and emotional depth. Chosen ones understand that true connection requires vulnerability and are willing to open themselves up in order to connect with others. This depth of connection allows them to build meaningful, lasting relationships that provide both personal fulfillment and emotional support. Empathy in chosen ones doesn't just extend to people. It often reaches out to animals and the natural world as well. Those marked by God tend to feel a deep connection to all living things, recognizing the sacredness and interconnectedness of life. This empathy can make them particularly sensitive to the suffering or joy of animals and the environment. Have you ever felt a deep sorrow for the pain of an animal or the destruction of nature, as if you were personally affected? This emotional response is a sign of divine empathy at work within you, guiding you to care for and protect the world around you. Many chosen ones are compelled to take action to care for animals, protect the environment, or help causes that bring healing to the world. The Bible often speaks of God's profound care for creation. Jesus, in his ministry, demonstrated deep empathy for both people and animals. He healed the sick, comforted the grieving, and even expressed compassion for animals, as seen when he proclaimed, "Are not 2 sparrows sold for a penny? Yet not one of them will fall to the ground outside your Father's care." Matthew 10:29. This shows that God values all living things, and for those chosen by him, this empathy becomes a guiding force in their lives, prompting them to act in ways that honor his creation. For chosen ones, this deep empathy isn't just an emotional trait, it's a divine calling. They are called to step into the emotional spaces of others, to listen with compassion, to comfort with understanding, and to take action to protect and heal. Whether it's comforting a friend, caring for animals, or working to protect the environment, chosen ones are moved by a deep sense of empathy that drives them to make the world a better place. This compassion is a reflection of God's own love and care for his creation, and it is a sign that you have been marked for a special purpose, to bring healing, comfort, and light to the world around you. One of the most unmistakable and profound signs that you have been marked by God is the presence of unique abilities or gifts. These special talents are not mere hobbies or fleeting interests. They are extraordinary, often seeming to come naturally, and are undeniably impactful. These abilities set chosen ones apart, not only because they possess them, but also because these gifts serve a higher divine purpose. They are deeply connected to their spiritual journey and are meant to serve not only their own growth, but also the greater good of the world around them. Chosen ones often discover these unique gifts early in life, although for some, these talents may manifest later as part of their ongoing spiritual awakening. The Bible teaches us that God gives each person specific gifts for his purposes. There are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit distributes them. 1 Corinthians 12:4. These gifts are not random, nor are they for personal glory. They serve a higher purpose in God's divine plan. From an artistic flair that seems to flow effortlessly to a deep, intuitive insight into people's lives, chosen ones often find that their abilities are both rare and powerful. They may be drawn to creative outlets like music, art, or writing, or they may possess an innate ability to heal, guide, or inspire others. Do you remember a time when something you did seemed to come so naturally, as if you were being guided by an unseen force? Perhaps you felt a surge of creativity that left you astonished by what you were able to create. Or maybe you've always known how to comfort others with your words or actions. This is the mark of divine gifting at work. These gifts stand out because they are not only unique, but also because they are effortlessly developed and used. The ease with which chosen ones can tap into these abilities often serves as a sign that these talents are divinely bestowed and meant to be shared with the world. These unique abilities can manifest in a variety of ways. Some may possess extraordinary artistic creativity, producing works that resonate deeply with others. For others, the gift may be in the realm of healing, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, allowing them to bring comfort and restoration to those in need. Intuition is another common gift among chosen ones, with some able to sense things that others cannot. Whether it's reading people's emotions, foreseeing outcomes, or providing guidance with remarkable accuracy. Whatever the talent, chosen ones often feel as though these gifts are intertwined with their spiritual path, guiding them toward fulfilling their divine purpose. Chosen ones may also experience a strong and undeniable sense of purpose that accompanies these abilities. This sense of having a specific mission is not a vague feeling, but a clear and compelling force that guides their every decision and action. The Bible tells us, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." Ephesians 2:10. From the moment they are marked, chosen ones may sense that they were created for something greater, something significant that transcends the ordinary. This sense of destiny often becomes a driving force in their lives, pushing them to pursue their passions with intensity and commitment. Have you ever felt an inner calling that seemed to direct you toward a specific goal, a sense that your life is meant to serve a higher purpose? This inner drive is often irresistible, compelling chosen ones to focus their energies on pursuits that align with their greater mission. It may influence their career choices, relationships, and personal development, shaping their path in ways that others may not fully understand. But for those who are marked, the clarity of purpose makes their path unmistakable. This deep sense of purpose often pushes chosen ones toward fields or activities that align with their divine calling. They may feel drawn to help others, to create positive change, or to contribute to the greater good in ways that are uniquely suited to their gifts. For example, someone with healing abilities might feel compelled to work in healthcare, counseling, or spiritual ministry. Someone with a gift for teaching or leadership might find themselves naturally guiding others, whether in a formal setting or within their communities. For chosen ones, this calling is not about personal achievement, but about making a meaningful impact on the world. The sense of purpose that comes with these divine gifts is often unwavering, even when faced with obstacles. Chosen ones are driven by the knowledge that they are fulfilling a mission set out for them by God, and this understanding gives them the courage to press forward, even in difficult times. The drive to serve others, to help create positive change, or to bring healing to the world is not just a passing desire. It's a fundamental aspect of their identity. In every aspect of their lives, chosen ones feel as though their gifts and purpose are intricately linked, guiding them on a path that aligns with God's plan. If you have ever experienced the presence of a unique ability or talent that seems beyond your own control, or felt a deep sense of purpose that drives your decisions and actions, you may be recognizing the clear sign that you are marked by God. These abilities are not random. They are divinely given to help you fulfill the mission God has set before you. For chosen ones, one of the most powerful signs of being marked by God is the deep, unwavering sense of purpose that accompanies their lives. This sense of purpose is not just an abstract feeling. It is closely tied to an unshakable belief that they are being divinely guided towards their destiny. Chosen ones often feel as though they are walking a path directed by higher forces, and they trust that every step, whether easy or difficult, is part of a divine plan. Even when faced with challenges or moments of uncertainty, they hold fast to the conviction that they are not alone. God is leading them. This belief in divine guidance is not based on blind faith alone, but on a deep, intuitive knowing that their path is being shaped by God's hand. Have you ever experienced moments in your life when, despite the turmoil around you, you felt a quiet confidence that everything was unfolding as it should? For those marked by God, this feeling is often a daily reality, providing them with the strength and reassurance they need to persevere. The Bible reminds us in Proverbs 3:5-6, Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. This divine trust in the journey is what sets chosen ones apart, as they believe that no matter the obstacles they face, their path is being directed by the Creator himself. The sense of being guided by a higher power becomes even more profound when intuition plays a central role in their decision-making process. Intuition for chosen ones is not merely a gut feeling or a fleeting thought. It is a deeply ingrained spiritual insight that often seems to come from a source far beyond themselves. If you have ever found yourself in a situation where you just knew the right course of action, even without clear evidence or logic to back it up, then you have likely experienced the powerful influence of divine intuition. This inner knowing is one of the clearest indicators that you are marked by God. Intuition for chosen ones is often described as a profound, almost spiritual sense of guidance. It is as if a higher power is speaking directly to them, offering wisdom and direction when needed most. This ability to discern the right path or the right decision is not based on human reasoning or worldly knowledge. It transcends the limits of intellect and is instead rooted in spiritual understanding. As the Apostle James reminds us in James 1:5, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him." For chosen ones, intuition is a gift from God, granted to guide them through the complexities of life and help them fulfill their divine purpose. The power of intuition often manifests in different areas of life. A chosen one might experience it in their relationships, sensing the emotions or intentions of others with remarkable accuracy. It could guide them in their career, leading them to opportunities that align with their higher calling, or it could influence personal decisions, providing clarity in moments of doubt. These intuitive insights are often transformative as they enable chosen ones to move through life with confidence, knowing that they are being led by a force greater than themselves. Have you ever found yourself making a decision that seemed to go against all conventional wisdom, but later realized that it was the best choice? That is the power of divine intuition at work. For chosen ones, these moments serve as reminders that they are not merely following their own instincts, but are being guided by God's will. This intuitive guidance gives them the assurance that they are on the right path, even when others around them may be uncertain or skeptical. In addition to personal decisions, intuition often helps chosen ones in their spiritual journeys. They may experience moments of clarity or insight that draw them closer to their divine purpose. This connection to divine wisdom provides comfort and encouragement, particularly during times of doubt or struggle. When facing adversity, chosen ones often feel the comforting presence of God, guiding them through the storm and reminding them that they are not alone. The Bible offers countless examples of individuals who were guided by divine wisdom, such as when the Holy Spirit led Paul on his missionary journeys, Acts 16:6-10. For chosen ones today, this same divine guidance is available to help them navigate their own paths. This deep spiritual intuition is one of the clearest signs that you are marked by God. It is a sign that you are not just living your life on your own terms, but are walking a path of purpose, guided every step of the way by the Creator himself. If you have experienced moments of divine clarity or found yourself trusting in your inner wisdom, these are the signs that you are being led toward your destiny, toward the purpose for which you were created. Intuition in chosen ones manifests as an innate ability to sense what is right or wrong in any given situation. For chosen ones, intuition is not simply a heightened sense of gut feeling. It is a powerful spiritual gift that serves as an essential tool for navigating life. This innate ability allows them to discern what is right or wrong in any given situation, often with remarkable accuracy. Unlike the fleeting instincts that guide most people, intuition for chosen ones is a divine compass, pointing them in the direction of their life's purpose and protecting them from harmful or negative paths. This gift is deeply intertwined with their spiritual connection, guiding them in ways that go beyond human reasoning. Have you ever experienced a moment when, despite having no clear reason to know, you were certain about a decision or person? It's as though something within you just knew. This is the power of divine intuition, one of the clearest indicators that you are marked by God. The Bible affirms that God gives wisdom generously to those who seek it, saying in James 1:5, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him." For chosen ones, this wisdom often manifests as intuitive insight, guiding them with clarity and precision through life's complexities. Intuition in chosen ones is not just about a fleeting feeling, but a deep, almost spiritual understanding of situations, people, and life's choices. Chosen ones often find themselves guided by an inner knowing that helps them navigate through difficult situations. When they meet someone for the first time, they might instantly sense whether this person has good intentions or not, even before any words are spoken. This intuitive sense can be remarkably accurate, providing them with a profound understanding of the underlying truths of people and situations. It's as if they are able to see past the surface, perceiving what others might miss. This gift serves as a protective shield, helping chosen ones avoid negative situations and dangerous relationships that could hinder their growth. For instance, they may intuitively feel when someone is not trustworthy, even if that person appears kind and genuine on the outside. This ability to read between the lines and perceive the true intentions of others is a divine gift that helps them build meaningful, authentic relationships. Instead of being swayed by appearances or superficial charm, chosen ones are guided by a deeper sense of discernment that helps them surround themselves with people who align with their values and purpose. Consider how often you might have found yourself in a situation where your intuition told you to stay away from something or someone, even though logic or reason might have suggested otherwise. These gut feelings are often the voice of divine guidance, steering chosen ones toward paths that foster growth, peace, and fulfillment. It's not about avoiding challenges or difficulties, but about being directed toward the right challenges that will lead spiritual and personal development. In relationships, intuition helps chosen ones identify true, meaningful connections. They are able to sense when someone's words don't align with their actions, and this insight helps them avoid relationships that might lead to deceit, manipulation, or harm. Instead, they are drawn to individuals who are authentic, kind-hearted, and genuinely supportive. This ability to perceive underlying truths is invaluable for building trust and fostering deep, lasting relationships. The Bible speaks about the power of discernment, saying in Hebrews 5:14, "But solid food is for the mature, who by constant use have trained themselves to distinguish good from evil." For chosen ones, this discernment is honed over time through a deepening connection with God. It becomes more than just a feeling. It becomes a sharp, spiritual clarity that directs their steps and decisions in alignment with their divine purpose. This divine intuition is also instrumental in helping chosen ones recognize and embrace opportunities that lead them closer to their purpose. When presented with choices, whether in their personal or professional life, chosen ones may experience a profound sense of knowing which path is best. It's as though they are being led toward experiences that align with their higher calling, while avoiding distractions that might lead them astray. If you've ever felt a deep sense of knowing that a certain opportunity was meant for you, or that a certain choice would lead to greater peace, you may have been experiencing the divine intuition that marks those who are chosen. This gift is not something that can be explained by logic alone, but rather by a spiritual connection that provides clarity and direction when it's needed most. Ultimately, intuition is more than just a tool for making decisions. It's a guide that helps chosen ones stay aligned with their divine mission. It empowers them to make choices that resonate with their soul's purpose, leading them on a path of spiritual fulfillment and service to others. For chosen ones, the qualities we've discussed are not just traits, they are essential aspects that shape their understanding of self and purpose. These gifts, whether spiritual intuition, deep empathy, or a sense of destiny, help guide them through life with a profound sense of being led by a higher power. They don't just walk through life aimlessly, they move forward with divine direction, trusting in their unique gifts to positively influence those around them and fulfill their higher calling. While the journey may not always be easy, with challenges and moments of isolation along the way, chosen ones find strength in their connection with God. They are resilient, able to face difficulties with unwavering faith, because they understand that each trial is a step toward fulfilling their divine mission. Through their intuition and spiritual guidance, they embody courage, strength, and a deep sense of purpose that enables them to weather the storms of life. Being marked by God is not just a label, it's a transformative journey of self-discovery, growth, and service. Every gift, every challenge, and every moment of clarity serves as a guiding light, illuminating their path forward. And as they embrace these signs, they step into their divine purpose, contributing to the greater good and finding fulfillment in knowing that their lives have a meaningful, spiritual direction. If you're still here, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. Thank you for taking the time to watch and reflect with us. If this content resonated with you, I invite you to like, share, and comment below. If you feel you are part of the chosen ones, type 777 in the comments, a sacred number that symbolizes divine completion and alignment. Let it be a reminder of the strength and purpose you carry within. And of course, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing for more insightful content that can guide you on your spiritual journey. Your support means so much to me, and I look forward to continuing this journey of discovery and empowerment with you. Until next time, may God's guidance and blessings continue to illuminate your path. Remember, you are not alone. You're marked, and your purpose is unfolding with every step. Take care, stay blessed, and don't forget to share your thoughts below.